Hello, I'm Janice and I hope you're all doing well. We are starting this video off in my kitchen, and judging by the title of this video, you might already be able to guess what it's going to be about. We are going to be making a number of super simple snack recipes using cream cheese. Now, I don't know about you, but I like to snack while I'm working and also when I'm not working, and I can't wait to show you a number of really easy, really tasty, and really quick snack ideas that you can make anytime, any day. Now, before we start, I do want to say a huge thank you to Philadelphia Cream Cheese for sponsoring today's video. And without further ado, let's dive right into our first cream cheese snack for today. It is Mexican grilled corn street food style. Now, you can have this as a side to your lunches or dinners or barbecues. It's really easy, it's really tasty, and this is what you're gonna need. So what you'll need is a couple cobs of corn, or as many as you want, just adjust the ingredients. A 1/4 cup of mayonnaise, 3/4 cups of Philly cream cheese, around 1/2 cup of Parmesan cheese, a couple wedges of lime, and some paprika. Now we're gonna grill the corn on this, but if you don't have a grill, preheat your oven to 200 degrees, and if you don't have an oven, just use a pan. Now while your oven or grill is getting hot, we're gonna grab a bowl and mix the mayonnaise and the cream cheese together. There's gonna be some lumps at the beginning, but that's okay. Just keep going until it's completely incorporated and smooth like this. Next, cut your lime into wedges. Then pop your corn on the grill and let it grill for about 10 to 15 minutes. I took it off once it's got a nice char, and then grab your cream cheese mixture and slather a generous amount on your corn while it's hot. Afterwards, sprinkle some Parmesan cheese on top, some salt and pepper, a bit of paprika before finishing it off with a squeeze of lime, and there you have it. Your very own, very delicious grilled corn. This smells absolutely amazing. I think I'm just gonna use my hands. This is so good. The combination of the creamy cream cheese, and then you've got the salt and the pepper, and then the acidity of the lime juice combined with that slight kick of the paprika. This is perfect. And it's so easy to make. I can finish all of it.
You can if you want, I made 2.
I will. Next up, something that I'll never have trouble finishing. It is a recent guilty pleasure late night snack of mine, and it is spicy instant noodles with cream cheese. It might not sound like much on paper, but you have to give it a go. And all you're gonna need is, you guessed it, spicy instant noodles of your choice. Honestly, as long as they have the spice packet, that's fine. And a generous dollop of Philly cream cheese. Now, instead of adding your flavor packets when you're cooking your noodles, we're just gonna cook these noodles in plain water. Don't cook them for too long, I reckon 2 minutes is usually pretty alright. Once the noodles are cooked, drain the water out and then add in your spicy flavoring packets. While these noodles are still hot, add a generous dollop of cream cheese into it. Now keep stirring and stirring until your noodles are fully coated. All right, this bowl of instant noodles, I know it might not look like it's the most aesthetically pleasing dish, but if you can smell it right now, it smells absolutely amazing. It's like a combination of the creaminess of the cream cheese and then like that spice from the spice packet. If you look at these noodles, like each strand is coated in that Philly cream cheese spice mixture. Now, if you really like spices, you can add a little bit less cream cheese, adjust it to your liking, but let's get to tasting. Somehow this combination just works. And I usually can't take too much spice, but if I add some of that cream cheese to it, I think it's just like the perfect balance for me. Hey Eunice, do you want to try some noodles again? Okay. What's your verdict?
I really like it. Last time it was too spicy.
This is just like, this is a good amount of cream cheese, eh?
Thanks.
This next one is not spicy at all, but you have the option to make it spicy if you want to. It's a simple snack that elevates a boring hard-boiled egg. It is deviled eggs. and this is what you're gonna need.
Now, what you're gonna need are 4 eggs, or as many as you want, 1.5 tablespoons of mayonnaise, half a tablespoon of cream cheese, half a teaspoon of white vinegar, 1 teaspoon of Dijon mustard, paprika, and salt and pepper to taste. Now, start by boiling your eggs in a pot of boiling water. I reckon around 7 to 8 minutes. Blink and it's already 8 minutes.
Once your eggs are done, peel them.
It is always so satisfying when I can get it off all in one go. Then cut them all in half and grab a spoon and scoop the egg yolk out, and try not to break the egg white while you're at it. To this bowl, once you've got all your egg yolks in, add in your mayo, your vinegar, your Dijon mustard, your Philly cream cheese, and just mash it all up. Try and get rid of as many lumps as possible until you get a relatively nice and smooth spread. Then we scoop this egg yolk spread back into the egg white with a spoon, like so.
If you have one of those piping bags for baking, perfect, use it. Otherwise, a spoon is perfectly fine, and it's gonna end up in my stomach anyway, so it doesn't matter. So here we have our plate of eggs. So here we go, let's see what this tastes like. It's nice and creamy, but you've got that like kick of that Dijon mustard. And the addition of the paprika, salt and pepper, this is very nice. It definitely elevates your hard-boiled eggs. And I feel like next time I invite people over to my place, I'm gonna make one of these as well. Because they're quite filling as well. So like, you don't want your guests hungry. And if you give them half a hard-boiled egg, which isn't really a hard-boiled egg, it will keep their hunger at bay. Anyway, I'm not gonna finish all of this because I feel like that would be way too many eggs in one day. But let's move on to the next snack that I want to show you for this video. Okay, now this next one isn't really a snack, it's more like a drink in the name of cheese tea. If you've never had it before, I urge you to give it a go, because judging by the number of people that lined up outside bubble tea shops when it first came about, it's kind of testament to how good it is. And now you can make it at home, and this is what you're gonna need.
So what you're gonna need is 100 mils of milk, 200 mils of whipping cream, 200 grams of Philadelphia cream cheese, 1 teaspoon of salt, 100 grams of sugar, and your tea of choice. First, brew your tea. I chose green tea, but honestly, you can choose whatever you want. As this is brewing, find yourself a mixing bowl and add your cream cheese and mash it until it starts to break down. Then add your sugar and your salt to the cream cheese and mix it until the sugar dissolves. An electric whisk makes everything so much easier, and if you're using one, make sure to put it on a low setting first to avoid overbeating. Slowly add the milk into your cheese batter and continue to whisk, and at this point you can sort of make it go a bit faster. Then once it gets a bit foamy, pour in your whipping cream, continue to mix until you get like a medium peak consistency. It'll look something like this. Get yourself a glass, add in some ice, pour in your tea, and then gently layer your cheese foam on top. And you're pretty much done.
Okay, and now we have the green tea with cheese foam on top. The ice have pretty much melted by now, but the cheese foam is staying very nicely afloat. We're gonna give it a taste right now. Something about this green tea and the cheese foam topping makes this taste like a matcha cheesecake, but in the form of a drink. Let's mix this around, just give me a sec. This tastes a little bit like a matcha latte. If you do end up trying this, let me know what tea you ended up with and what your favorite combo is. But without further ado, let's jump to our next snack that's on this video. So that cheese tea that I just showed you will pair quite well with this next snack, especially if you can't take too much spice. It is stuffed jalapeno peppers. And this is what you'll need.
So for our jalapeno poppers, what you'll need are 5 jalapenos, around 200 grams of cream cheese, some Parmesan cheese, some cheddar, spring onions, paprika, garlic powder, and your chips of choice. First, grab your jalapenos and slice them in half like this. Then afterwards, take the seeds out. Hot tip, after doing this, make sure you wash your hands before you rub your eyes. Then add about 200 grams of cream cheese into a bowl, and to this, add your Parmesan cheese, chopped spring onions, paprika, garlic powder, and salt and pepper before mixing it all together. Then grab a spoon and start scooping your cream cheese mixture into your jalapeno poppers. Once you're done, to each of these poppers, add some cheddar cheese on top. Then pop them into a preheated oven at 220 degrees for about 10 to 12 minutes. Now, while your poppers are in the oven, grab your favorite flavored chips and crush it up. Blink and the cheese on your jalapeno poppers are bubbling and they're pretty much done. Sprinkle some of your crushed chips on top, and there you have it, your cream cheese jalapeno poppers.
All right, we now have the jalapeno poppers. Now I've crushed up some chips and added it on top for that crunch, but if you don't want to, you don't have to. I also added some extra paprika on top as well, and it smells absolutely amazing. It's still a tad bit spicy because I didn't get rid of all the seeds, but it's okay because I've got that cheese to neutralize. The addition of the chips on top adds a nice crunch, adds a difference in texture. Alongside my eggs, I think this could all be like very, very nice starters for when you have people over. So yeah, jalapeno poppers, give it a go, let me know what you think. And without further ado, let's move on to the last recipe that's on this list. Last but definitely not least, this one only requires assembling, but I had to include it anyway because it's so tasty. It is smashed avo and cream cheese on toast. Now I know there's no cooking involved, but it's such a classic, I had to include it. This is what you're gonna need.
Half an avo, a few slices of red onion, cream cheese to spread, a couple slices of bread, and salt and pepper to taste. First, slice your bread and then toast it. Then cut up your avo.
Look at how beautiful this avo is. It's like perfect.
And then just mash it up with a fork and add some salt and pepper to it while you're at it. Then grab your toast and generously spread your cream cheese on top. Don't hold back. Before layering your smashed avo on top of your cream cheese layer. Then take your red onion slices and place it on top. And finally a pinch of salt and pepper to taste, and you're pretty much done.
This is super simple, but it's one of those classics that I feel like I can't do a video on cream cheese without including it, so here we go. There's just something about cream cheese on bread that just works. I guess that's why you always see cream cheese on bagels, eh? I don't have too much to say about it. I mean, it's a classic because it works, it's tasty, and that is pretty much it for this video. We have 6 cream cheese snacks. Let me know which one you end up trying. Let me know which one is your favorite, and if you have any additional ones, please let me know in the comments below because I'd love to try it out. I'm gonna go and finish the rest of this bread. Thank you so much for watching till the end. I post new videos every week. Check them out if you have time. I hope you have an amazing rest of the week, and I will see you in my next video. Bye. Okay, let's move on to our next recipe.